Fired Up Friday. We've got signs that say you are live, and when they see those signs, they know it's time to get after it.
It's really early in the morning, and the whole community's out here right now. It really means a lot.
It feels amazing. The atmosphere that these people bring is crazy. I'm so fired up to play tonight.
All right, you ready? Here we go. Come on. You are looking live here on WSAZ at some of the rowdiest characters we have here in the Tri-State.
So look at this crowd, man. This is unbelievable.
We are in Wheelersburg, Ohio.
Oh, it's a feeling like no other. Our community always shows up. They're always here. They're always loud. So it makes me a pirate.
Our students have been so excited about this.
Every time I hit that cowbell, everyone went crazy.
What a performance by these athletes here.
It's just hyped up all the time. You get the bull bells going and you just don't stop.
Tell me about being a part of H-Town.
It's quite simple. Being a part of H-Town means being the greatest.
The fan experience on Friday night, there's nothing like it. Don't get to go through that one time in high school, and I hope everybody enjoys it and supports our youth.
High school is important for a lot of reasons, but this is the stuff they remember. I think the kids will be talking about this for a long time.
Let's start from the beginning of this season, season 2, and talk about our approach for, okay, we're doing this again. Where do we start? Where are we gonna go?
So we wanted to do some new things, but also kind of keep the same recipe that made it so much fun last year, so successful. But it's hard to really pinpoint what that's gonna look like before the season starts because these things kind of have a mind of their own. So last year, I think a lot of us, and the schools included, we were just kind of worried about the on-air product. This year, schools focused on the entire hour. Whatever they were doing when we were live is what we showed you.
They're actually getting ready to do a tug of war out here that we're gonna have to show you. I'm seeing Michael Jordan here in the front. He also has a Pooh Shiesty mask on.
So like the tug of war you saw at Cabell Midland, that just happened to make the air because we were live when it happened.
What class is this?
Senior class?
The senior class has won the tug of war. That's called journalism, folks. You have to get in there and figure out the information as it happens. We've had some Mountain Dew mishaps on this program last season. Let's see if they can handle their caffeine.
Yeah, let's go!
Welcome to the Slushy Challenge. This is something that Joey Chestnut maybe could never get his hands on here at Nitro High School.
We saw line dancing, we saw donut eating. We watched kids eat donuts off the gym floor at East Carter.
Four of the most elite nights here at Cabell Midland, trying to put down 6 pancakes as fast as humanly possible. Absolutely brutal to be doing at 6 o'clock in the morning.
This is an intense version of head, shoulders, knees, and toes. I've never seen this kind of intensity for a game like this. Throw a dart. Oh yeah, what a dart.
It's almost like hockey in some way. Curling.
We saw a lot of table surfing, which I can't believe we didn't have any injuries with that.
Oh no, we've already had potentially injuries. Football team seems to be in control.
I think that something that you really value about this is, of course, why we're here. We're here to put it on TV. Even more important to you, I think, was to make sure that these kids had a fun morning.
For sure, there's 2 things happening at once. There's the on-air pep rally, which is what people are watching at home, what they're seeing at home, drinking their coffee in their recliner or whatever. But then there's also the real, live, in-person pep rally that's happening for the kids that are here. Those are 2 different things. So if you're a kid that's in the stands, you may not have any idea what I'm saying down on the gym floor.
Yeah, we're still well over 12, I think maybe 13 hours until kickoff.
To have a full event plan like some of these schools did throughout the entire hour, it made the experience for those here in person so much more enjoyable because they're more involved, it's more hands-on. It's not just looking at a screen and wondering what's happening.
And take what he should have took last year.
They're experiencing what's happening and they're participating in it. At the end of the day, whether you're watching or if you're here, I want you to have a good time. So we introduced some new things such as like our fan cam. When when you guys get to Jay Melvin, you're gonna have to ask him how much that equipment costs, because we were putting that equipment in the hands of these high school students.
And some of the goofiest shots we ever get are from the fan cam. And you mentioned the fan cam, but I don't think people understand how much goes into the fan cam. I don't think our viewers know Jay Melvin so well, but I also hope our viewers understand how much a star of the show for Fired Up Friday Jay Melvin is. This is a lot of cameras, a lot of microphones, it's a lot of setup. How do you go about that?
Well, last year was a good run through. This year was a little easier. I know Joseph needs a microphone. I know we need 3 different cameras. I know we need backpacks, which is how we go live. I know we need GoPros. The fan cam was on that. We had a big monitor. We had tripods. We had lights. You name it, we had it packed in there.
Talking about that fan cam, what is your speech, your spiel to kids? You hand them the equipment that is very expensive, and what do you say?
That's it. Like, this is how we go live every day. Don't break it, be careful with it, but have fun.
My man Jackson with the fan cam.
It was great. I never thought it would have been that fun. Voice is gone, but we got a game today, so I got to keep it up.
Bottoms up.
So I always tell them to hold that wire in there with the fan cam. Just hold it steady for a good 15, 20 seconds and then move on to something else. But have the people in the background. This is stuff I'm never gonna get this shot. This is your shot.
Our first fan cam was Olivia at Russell.
Mr. Kniff came over and he was like, who wants to do the fan cam? And I was like, I'll do it. I didn't really know what I was getting myself into, so I just held it up and panned the whole crowd.
I think she really set the bar in that she was excited. She showed us that we can trust students like her as well.
I got everybody in the shots. I tried to at least. Man, we were rowdy. I mean, I'll tell you what, I might have left some sweat on your old backpack, but you all make it look a lot easier than it is.
We get really hyped, and we have fun with it.
Our fan cam guy at East Carter, he was the real deal. He was legit.
Sometimes I'd look over there and I'd be like, oh crap, it's on me. I would just start screaming and then everybody around me would start screaming.
He ran out of the tunnel with the football team and he's sprinting. He gets hit by somebody, nearly falls over. Like, he was fully dedicated to the craft.
Somehow it works out, but the kids make it happen. They're the ones doing it. So any shot we get in there is gonna be a good shot. They bring it.
John, you worked for us for an awful long time. You've never been in front of the camera. This has to be a little odd for you, right?
Yeah, I've avoided in front of the camera for 32 years so far, but here I am.
What was the first thought going through your head when the bosses came to you and said, listen, we need you to be the technical genius to pull this off? What did you think?
Field trip.
Well, it's good to get out. It gets kind of stale sitting in the studio all the time. And then right before, it's like, man, this is huge.
Was there ever a moment when you thought, oh no, we're not going to get this on television?
Well, cables go bad, which interferes with the signal. Batteries die. Kids get in the way. They knock stuff over. It was, kind of frightening to hand over thousands of dollars worth of equipment to a high school kid.
My perspective is we'll have to do everything we can to get it live and do it. And John, our engineer, he's just, all right, well, let's try this. Let's try this. I'm like, no, I gotta try this. I gotta try that. And he's more calm than I am. It's like, so we work well together.
They're always big, chaotic circuses. Did you ever have a disaster where something got broken?
Not broken, but they came really close. So it was table surfing. I think it was at East Carter, I think. And I was taking off to go move our monitor because they were getting really close to it, but it was fine.
And they almost took out our monitor. My man back there saved us.
News Channel 3's Joseph Payton live at Ironton High School this morning for a little Fired Up Friday.
Well, let's talk about those moments where we couldn't hear you and you couldn't hear us.
To be completely honest, I cannot hear Rob Johnson right now.
And it was more than just the crowd being loud. we would toss to you, and our producers in our ear are saying, we don't have him, we need to come back to you, we don't have this, or we don't have that.
They're gonna come back to us live here in just a moment.
What's it like on your end out there?
For me, a lot of times I feel kind of helpless because I'm not as smart as some of these other people we have on our crew. So I can't put out those fires.
The Ironton sleeping, so that was one we had a hard time getting issues because as soon as they said, you have 1 minute, that's when my stuff went away.
And so we keep telling these kids, hey, we're 1 minute away. 1 minute becomes 2, and then 3, and then 4, and then 5, because we're just trying to figure it out. They have so much patience. For the most part, it's just me standing there, smiling, and acting like there's nothing going wrong.
It's gonna be loud, but I'll give you the cue.
You also got to see some of the goofiness that
Right.
these kids brought. All these students really brought interesting character to it every single week.
Character is the best way to put it. There were a lot of characters.
What was one of those moments in the year where you went, oh, this is it?
Oh, my goodness. I think a lot of times you see kids who are too cool to have a little bit of fun. We didn't see that this year.
I need more cowbell. Oh my God.
I am Gene from a SNL skit.
Florida Space.
Florida Space,
Yes.
gotcha, I got you.
Florida Space.
Yeah, I got it. Every time I hit that cowbell, everyone went crazy.
You see, when it's game day in Greenup County, we make gold records.
I just like the environment that I'm in. I just say, wait till they come to Greenup, because it's gonna be awesome.
These fellas are ready to rock and roll.
When you would meet with these schools, you would say, you know, even if it doesn't make a lot of sense, just bring whatever you want to bring. We had all kinds of food.
What on earth were these kids thinking?
Nothing is too silly or too stupid. In fact, we welcome that. The little guy with his shirt off that had the big R painted on his chest.
He is Russell. He is Russell.
I don't know how old he is, but he was on it. I think they said his mom worked at the school, and so she just brought him. And he was chugging Mountain Dew with the kids.
I don't know why, but there's something about it.
We had pickles at Yaya Academy. That made absolutely no sense.
And it wasn't one, it was multiple.
I'm not sure if they genetically modify blue pickles, but if so, we may need some blue ones.
That's the Hulk right there. Right. Hulkamania, baby.
Midland Maniacs, brother!
The Tudor's biscuit.
The Tudor's biscuit was unreal.
I'll tell you what, I wish that was me right there, the guy dressed as the Tudor's biscuit.
He was talking smack about Waffle House.
We're feeling good. I'm confident that Hurricane's gonna send Huntington to Waffle House, right where they belong, baby.
Send them to the Waffle House. Come on now.
There was a kid at Ironton who went shirtless the whole time, but he wore a cardboard cutout of a Mountain Dew case the whole time. One of the girls at Wheelersburg ordered a rocket outfit so that throughout the morning the pirate could fight the rocket out there. So you had dueling mascots.
We may need to call the law.
You want to get on the air, put on a goofy outfit that's going to get our attention, because I promise you we're going to point them out. I feel like I got a decent sense of humor. If you're dressed up like a carrot at Wahama, you're going to be on TV.
We have a carrot. I don't know if we can get a shot of the carrot. I've never eaten a vegetable in my life, but I do support this one.
I'm going to come over there and stand next to you.
We love carrots, except not really. We just love this carrot. Guys, we'll go ahead and send it back to you. More from Wahama High School later in the hour.
A lot of these schools, they have their itineraries of their bits that they're going to do, and we're going to do this for this live shot and this for this live shot.
Anything specifically you want me to ask you?
You guys figure out right now what order you're gonna go in, and we'll go ahead and have the first person teed up, ready to rock.
We're probably not on until 6:54. You got about 15 minutes.
They are just happening so live and so authentically that we're seeing it as it happens. It's really the definition of live TV, and this was the year for, we call them the bits.
Ladies and gentlemen, it is game day here in the Mountain State. I'm joined by some of the most brilliant football minds in all of Hurricane. We have Brett.
Like Hurricanes Fired Up Friday was unlike any of the others. They did the whole college game day thing. We saw a lot of their personalities shine through.
We got Ja'Kai Long under center. You cannot stop him. You can only contain Ja'Kai Long. You cannot stop Ja'Kai Long.
Definitely some unbiased analytics.
Aaron Martinez will be on the sidelines tonight taking photos, so give me the gents.
I gotta go GW. George Washington was just a better president, and they're a better ball club.
Give me Point Pleasant by $1 million.
I mean, I was really excited. I mean, this is what I want to do. I mean, I want to be a sports broadcaster, so this was a really great experience, and I know this guy's definitely got a future after what I saw today.
Woodrow Wilson was blind in his left eye, much like the rest G-Dub brings to their games. They're bringing the crew. G-Dub's gonna win. Give me G-Dub.
Tell us how you feel about this ball game. The whole crowd wants to know.
Only one team can walk away victorious. Sometimes you just got to go with the team that's better, not the team you like more. So unfortunately, I'm going to have to go with... You know what? No! I'm not going with Huntington. Huntington stinks!
The crowd has lost its mind here at Hurricane High School.
They were waiting for that. They were waiting for a platform, and it was cool to see them kind of get that stage and getting that moment.
I think back to like Gallia Academy, even though this wasn't a choreographed bit, that was Friday the 13th, and all morning long we had Jason Voorhees running around.
We told you that we were going to have Jason's permission.
Hey, this is my favorite thing about Blue Devils football. Everybody gets hype and ready to go.
He was our fan cam guy. He led the team down the stairs. He had his fake machete with him the whole time. He had the mask on the whole time. They leaned into that. At Ironton, they had the whole bit in the cafeteria as if they had just been pounding Mountain Dew all night long.
Wake up, wake up. Wake up.
The Tiger wakes him up and everybody runs in and it's chaos.
Uh-oh, that's the wake-up call in Ironton. Here we go, come on.
And you know it's big when they invest in a whole fireworks show to wrap it up.
Oh my goodness, Jody Cunningham, that guy.
It looks like P.T. Barnum's in the house.
He got him a tuxedo from Skeffington's to play Hugh Jackman's character from The Greatest Showman and knocks the cane off of the guardrail there because we're in the parking lot and fireworks go up.
Pyrotechnics.
Fireworks go up. Not exactly on cue, but it was cool when they finally fired them off. You remember Mally P?
Huntington, they'll be sitting on the throne.
But we're there for a football game. We get to showcase his musical talent.
No, that's my home. Who's a credit shark and said H-Town?
You know, how cool was that? And his friends were so excited for that. It was a concert out there, and who would have thought we'd have something like that on Fired Up Friday?
And one of my favorites you led to is you actually being physically picked up off the ground by the security people.
A little too easy, we might add.
Hey, you ready to go? Let's do this. Come on now. What's going on?
WSAZ. He's from WSAZ. He's good.
Okay, I mean, I can't help that, but that was a lot of fun. I guess that shows just how small in stature I am, too.
So many characters and so many little moments. That reminds me of, speaking of the characters, South Point, we had the homecoming proposal. That was a really special moment.
I was kind of nervous about that one because I knew how important it was going to be, right? I mean, you're talking about a homecoming proposal here. This has to go off without a hitch. This is live on television. Doug Graham, the principal at South Point, had mentioned that to me earlier in the week, so I knew it was coming. I knew it was going to involve Owen Frederick.
You ready to rock?
Bendy Staley. Owen and I had a conversation. We were like, hey, this is the plan here. This is what we're going to do. And then we even had conversations with some of our guys in the control room and said, hey, keep the camera on these two. This is going to be awesome.
Bendy, have you ever thought about playing football yourself?
Yeah, and I think I do a better job than those Cobra Corners.
I think I got a guy who has an opportunity for that. That is Owen.
I'm taking W's on and off the field, man.
It says, I'd be fired up if you'd go to Hoco with me. She has said yes. We're going to homecoming. Let's go.
And how do you name the best of the best when all of them were fun and enjoyable?
So it's really difficult, and we just had a newsroom vote. Everyone that has some piece of Fired Up Friday ranked their top 3, and at the end of the day, it revealed itself.
You had an unenviable task of trying to figure out, of all of these wonderful events that all the students put on for us, which one was the best?
Yeah,
who's
number
how
one?
do you name the best of the best when all of them were fun and enjoyable?
It's really difficult, and you don't want to hurt people's feelings, of course, and each one is unique in its own way. And so it's like, how do you stack up one against the other, because they're all unique? And so it's really difficult, and we just had a newsroom vote. Everyone that has some piece of Fired Up Friday ranked their top 3, and at the end of the day, it revealed itself, and it was the Scott Skyhawks. It was the earliest morning I think all of us had, because it's so far away. And we get down there at probably 4:30, 4:45. The band is already warming up. And then you start realizing that we don't just have students here. We've got moms and dads. We've got grandmas and grandpas.
He sent me a text last night and said, "We're going to this, right?" And I said, "Yes."
It really was a full community effort in there. We weren't supplying the energy, they were.
But we've been talking about it all morning. These folks are homegrown here at Scott High School.
No matter who you are and where you come from, we're all just a big family.
So important, it sets the tone. Our whole community comes out. There's parents out here. There's students.
We're a really big community-based school, and there's no village better than this one.
You got the flashiest band director, I swear, in the country, maybe.
It also means a lot knowing that there's a full community that has your back 100%, and they come out every Friday and pack the stands.
I guess everyone had a good time, at least while we were here.
Yeah, it was the talk for weeks.
Was it really?
It was.
That's awesome.
All right, guys, so a lot of you guys have been asking what this assembly's about.
Never doubt that the band would be fully involved in today's festivity.
I received a call on Friday stating that you guys were able to bring the trophy to Madison, West Virginia. The first person I called was my wife because, you know, we had kind of discussed this and talked about how, you know, big it was and how big of an event and how great it was for our community. So
all of you that grew up in this community and continue to represent your community the way that you do as a Scott Skyhawk, I mean, there's nothing better.
It definitely says a lot, being on the field, listening to her and all of them going crazy out there. That's such a big tone setter.
And you all should take that with you for the rest of your life, that you're a Scott Skyhawk and it means something.
For the whole community to show up, as well as like everybody, almost everybody in the school, it like symbolizes that like family that we are.
This all really comes back to the kids. What would you want all of them to know?
I just hope that they understand that like the point in life that they're at right now doesn't last forever.
Are you ready for some Fired Up Friday? Here we go!
Definitely hits a little bit different. Soaking a little bit more in just because it's my last go around.
I've been playing with them all my life, and we started a brotherhood with them. There's no better feeling in the world, no better team to cheer for, no better group of people to be with.
I want to cheer on our Red Devils as much as possible and surround ourselves with our community.
We're still a community that kind of centers around a school, and you know the school means a lot to this community and to these kids and everybody here.
I know there's problems here in southern West Virginia, but these kids are outstanding kids. Great civic leaders, so they're going to be great leaders down the road.
I get tired of a lot of people, you know, kids these days, you know, they don't know this. These kids are amazing.
I hope that for these kids, being a Raider at East Carter means something to them. A Fighting Tiger at Ironton should mean something to them. A night at Cabell Midland. All of these things, it's okay to lean into that and be proud of it.
You gonna hit somebody tonight?
Oh yeah.
to have the best year that we can. It takes a whole entire community. We are what we put our mind to and what we set our mind out to be, and we break it out each and every night.
The pride that everyone takes in it, I'm sure that they're beaming with joy this morning whenever they get to see this.
I hope they're proud, and I hope they said, hey, I graduated from there in such and such year.
They're sitting there waking up in the morning saying, that's my alma mater. That's good old Ironton High.
We are raising the roof in Devil Country, baby. I'm telling you right now. These are the guys that the Rockets have to mess with tonight.
Definitely something to remember, and it's been pretty special too.
You think this guy has any plans of going 5-1? I don't think so.
Our students had a great time. Really the best thing is this is something they're going to remember the rest of their lives.
You could always tell the schools that have a staff that are bought in because the students reflect the attitude of the staff.
Thank you from the bottom of our heart. It makes a graduate alumni of South Point very proud and very happy to see so many students wearing the blue and gold and showing up at 5 a.m. this morning.
To see all these students with the blue and gold on, cheering on their fellow classmates, their friends, it makes my heart happy.
You are the reason that we have these kind of things. You make it happen.
It is their school. We're here to help them. They really set the tone for the school, and we want to help them do that.
It's definitely a different feeling coming out of the locker room with the team, all the shakers. It's just different.
They can expect it to be loud and crazy, that's for sure.
More than anything, love this group of boys, love this community, and there's nothing like football in Gay County, especially in Gay County.
They didn't believe in us. God did!
Running out with the boys through that tunnel, it made me feel like I was a part of the team. Probably one of the most exhilarating memories I've ever had.
There's a lot of talk of this being a dogfight. You got that dog in you?
Yes, sir. I can't wait to win this game. I'm still ready. It's game day, man.
I believe in GC. I've believed in them for 47 years. And these kids down here are #1.
We're workers, we're fighters, we're Ironton Fighting Tigers!
Can't even hear you, Joseph! I cannot remember anything like this. We played good and loud, and we kept the energy up.
I honestly didn't know what to expect considering it's the crack of dawn.
Was it worth it?
Yes, totally worth it.
Yeah, it lived up to everything I thought it was going to be.
You just have to show up and have fun. That's the recipe for these pep rallies.
While you're in this, enjoy this because it is awesome. I also recognize that high school isn't easy for a lot of people. It's not fun for a lot of people. But if you can come to one of these things on a Friday morning and be with your friends and hang out, come out and be with your friends, enjoy that because again, that stuff doesn't last forever. You're going to graduate and go your separate ways and you're not going to see people as much as you'd like and things won't be the same. But for now, we can enjoy it. We can come out here and have a good time. You take it with you the rest of your life.